to the beaver, even mom's in the mix. Oh, Bunson's in the chat, let the good times roll.
I really like that song still.
I do too. Woof, woof. Bunson's in the chat. I sing it so well. I should quit my day job and, go on Canada Idol, Canadian Idol. No?
I don't think they need either of us to do that.
No. But imagine. We would be like pants on the ground, pants on the ground. We would be the meme, viral content of, wow, look at these Canadians.
Just remember that on the Instagram, you're very, very close to the screen. Your face takes up the entire screen, Chris. Just a heads up.
Okay. I want everybody to be able to hear me.
Okay.
I'll just go right back here.
Well, unless you want people, like your face takes up the whole screen. So just a wording. Okay. We ready to start?
Yep.
Okay. Hello, pet enthusiasts. My name is Jason Sikowski. I'm the dog dad of Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, the science dogs on social media. My co-host is...
Hi there, I'm Chris Sikowski, and I am the co-host of this show. And I am the dog mom to Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, and the cat mom to Bricks and Ginger, who's up in Edmonton.
Awesome. Chris, could you just run the show? I just have to check on something.
Yes. Hello. I am going to run the show. Hello, everyone. We are multicasting. So thank you, everybody, for coming. We are multicasting to Twitter, through live audio, and then also through video. And we are also, doing a show on Instagram where my face fills up the whole screen, apparently. And then also to Facebook Live. I just had Bricks with me, but he is no longer here because Jason's going upstairs. So we run the show every week, and what we do is we share stories of the week of what happens on the at our house with Bunsen, Beaker, Bernoulli, and Bricks, and and any satellite stories like from Edmonton where Ginger is with Adam. And then we open the floor to community sharing, where you share your stories, where we get so excited to hear from you and experience a lot of fun in this group.
I'm back.
Hi,
sorry,
Jason.
Chris.
Yes, yeah, I know.
Gord was calling me. He had a question. He'd forgotten that we started the live show, so I thought it was an emergency.
Well, he called my phone, and I knew he called, and it has now changed his identity on my phone. So I don't know why that is. He used to have a different name, like just Papa, but now it's a different name, which is just weird to me. Apple.
Sweet. All right. So thanks for telling everybody. Thanks for telling everybody what our live show is all about. There's some fun comments coming in. We start with some Q&A. I don't know if you mentioned that, Chris. So if you've got a question.
No, did they say she should be fired?
No.
Are those the comments? Okay, good. Because I just was like, all right, hello. And then verbal diarrhea came right out of my mouth. Look at Brixie's playing with the dream catcher in the back. Oh, can't see that if you are on Instagram, but I moved the thing. So
Instagram can only see like Bernoulli's butt because they all have a chew. They're all slightly out of frame. So yeah, we start with a little bit of Q&A. If you've got a question for us, type it up. We'll get to your questions and your comments, and then we've got stories of the week. So just a couple that have come in from Instagram, as you're maybe check Twitter, Chris, if there's any questions there. People are just saying hello, where they're from. NZ Hell said, just wanted to let you know I watch the Ginger Mauling once a week. It makes me laugh. So that's nice to hear. Maybe not so much for Ginger, but it was a really fun time. There's a bunch of questions about Gord. How is Gord doing? And I think Gord's doing great. Yeah.
It's a miracle, folks. It is a full-fledged miracle how well he's doing. He's still with us, and he's getting stronger every day.
Yep.
And like I was talking to him about how everything's going, how he's feeling, and he's getting stronger
Yep.
and stronger. So that's all we can hope for. And we're very, very happy with his progress.
Gotcha. Okay. So hopefully that answers the question. We got a question about what is Bricks doing tonight? He's just being a little kitty running around. He's got freedom to go pretty much everywhere. Is he in the room with you, Chris?
Well, does our audience want TMI? Too much information?
He's probably using the litter. So
he used the litter box, which we're very happy about because we like to keep track of how often he poops because we want it better out than in. And we don't need another $1,300 enema.
No.
Good
question from Instagram from B_nice_dammit. How hard is it to socialize a 2-year-old burner who wasn't socialized? It's never too late to start. So that's what I'm going to say, because that happened to us with Beaker, our golden. She was a COVID puppy and definitely missed out on a lot of socialization. So she was very finicky around some dogs. Some dogs she got along with great, and some others she wanted nothing to do with. So we did some intense socialization with her, and it's paid off immensely. So you just got to keep at it.
So
yeah, go ahead, Chris.
When they're talking about socialization, are they talking about socialization with humans or with other dogs? Because it's kind of twofold.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we should give like specific tips and tricks because we are not certified dog trainers, but I think what we can say is it's never too late to start. Don't give up, just start whatever your local trainer, your dog training expert would recommend for the type of socialization.
So start small. And exposure is huge. And it's really hard. When we found it hard to go out with Beaker, when we thought, well, what's she going to do? Is she going to bark? Because that's what she did. She barked in the vehicle because she's protecting the vehicle. And it's kind of embarrassing, but you just got to get out there and do it. I was talking to Marla, and Marla's like, yep, I'm just going to take Kenji out, and he's going to be an agent of chaos. But you know what? It's okay. It's just that.
And Marla's listening on X right now.
Yeah, and we love her, and we love Kenji, and we're going to set up a date to do some stuff with exposure, because it's always a great idea to give dogs opportunities, because they won't change unless there's opportunities to change.
Yeah. All right. Question here from Pat Carroll, who's watching on YouTube. Can you watch the Westminster Dog Show in Canada? I think we could if we had TV. We just have streaming services. So maybe it's on one of our streaming services. I don't think it's blocked out, but it's also not something that's super easy to find. And then there's a follow-up saying that one of the dogs is from Mystic Shelties. And yes, we know of Mystic Shelties, and I know where Devon, Alberta is. Is that near you? I think that's about a 2-hour drive, Devon. So yeah, that's very cool. So if they're on the Westminster Dog Show, that's cool. That's pretty close to us. We got a lot of questions coming in, so we'll try to get through as many as we can. Somebody has a good question here. What does Brix mean again? So Brix is the scientific term for the amount of sugar usually determined to be in fruit. But Brix is used as a term for the sugar content in alcohol and in lots of other liquids. So it's usually sugar content in liquids, though I think it was originally made for the sugar content in fruit. And then people get Brix confused. They think Brix is a girl, Brix is a boy. And maybe that's our fault. Brix as a name maybe sounds kind of girly, but no, Brix is a boy. All right. What kind of chews did the dogs have? I'm always looking something for my Bernese Cross. We get these massive packs of chews from Costco, and they are like not rawhide, obviously, but the ones the dogs have right now are like long lasting chews. They're like a beef cheek chew. and they seem to be really digestible, and they got to really work at them, and it keeps them occupied. If you're watching on like YouTube or X, it's a widescreen, so you can probably see the dogs a little bit better. But if you're on Instagram, you can't see much of anything. Amy, who's watching on Facebook, says, please send your snow loving fur babies down to North Carolina. Did you guys get some snow, Amy? Yeah, Sylvie says, I'm still amazed how Bunsen was a hero on 2 occasions. Yeah, Bunsen is a good boy. Oh, Chris has bricks.
Yeah, he just threw up.
Oh, he just threw up? Oh, poor boy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch that.
It could be the,
But he did.
Could be the new food though.
Yeah, I just am just so stressed.
He's
about
fine.
it.
He did poop, so it's not like he's backed up. So that's
No,
good.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Did the dogs mess with Brix's litter box? It's a gross question, but it's a fair one. And the answer is we don't let them. We don't let them because
It's gross.
yeah, like we make sure the litter boxes are in a spot the dogs can't get to. We don't want to risk it because that's pretty gross. Well,
Look.
Paula says Marla's course on Paw Pack gives great training tips. That's true. That's great. Yeah, we do. There should be. We need to have a link that's easily accessible. But we partnered with Marla on a dog training course that's on the Paw Pack that's pretty reasonable priced. So maybe we have a link for that sometime today.
Yeah, and then Steve in the chat asked, "Is Brix trying to get out of the sling on the walks, or is he content in there the whole time?"
So almost the entire walk he's content, but when we get close to home, he tries to get out. But then I think I let him out and then clicked him up and let him walk in the snow, and he regretted his life decisions and he wanted back in the sling. So I think he really wants to try to walk with the dogs, but he knows it's uncomfortable on his paws.
Right. And then Dawn said, "My dad had wicked mood swings after his bypass. It took both parents a couple of months to fully recover from their surgery."
Yeah, we have to be patient. It's like a 2-month recovery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice comment here from YouTube. So happy to hear that Gord's doing well and that Brix is going poop. Okay, this is Teresa's got we're working on this, Teresa. Or Therese, sorry, Therese. I have an idea for you. Saw on Instagram a family taped a nice little box to a sled and took their cat outside for a sled. Yeah, so we're working on that. I want to make sure that if Brix isn't in the sling though, he's warm. So we're just waiting on some cute clothes for him to wear. And then yeah, we're gonna try some outside stuff with him. We have to wait also for him to finish growing before we spend like big money on snowsuits or anything like that, because there are cat snowsuits. It doesn't hurt, I guess, to train him to wear stuff, even if he outgrows it though, because you kind of want to do that when they're young. Does he cough up hairballs? Not that we've seen. That's a good question. Okay. There's a question a ways back, but I think it's too broad for pet chat. Somebody was asking about the biggest problems we have as pet parents. So I'm not sure how to really answer that, but maybe we can swing back to that in a little bit. Okay, that's we will move on from Q&A, Chris. So stories of the week.
There was huge success today.
Today we have a huge story for us personally. Yeah.
Well,
I guess
but then
it'll affect the dogs too. So
it does affect the dogs. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Womp womp. I have a van, and it's a Toyota Sienna van, and I love that van. And I've had that van 20 years. It's a 2006 Toyota Sienna van, and I took it in
500,000 kilometers,
just shy of 500,000 kilometers. And I took it in because it went the other day, and then it was like, so it's like the blower fan in the vehicle, and it was supposed to be -40, and I thought, oh no, I need to be able to have defrost on the window and a warm vehicle. So I ended up booking an appointment for a maintenance and a checkover, and the checkover showed some fairly significant repairs that needed to be done. The rack and pinion power steering, it's leaking like a sieve. And then the other thing, but that was new, had to do with the engine seal, crank seal, and there's antifreeze coming between the head and the something. If you understand cars, you understand this language. I was just like, whoa, that's like a $4,000 repair.
Yeah.
So I called you and I said, things aren't looking good for the van. And you said, well, maybe it's time to get a new vehicle. And I said, well, okay. And then I said, what do you think of a Highlander? And you said, actually, I was thinking of that exact same thing. I was like, what? Weird. So I called the service guy back, and he put me in touch with, he's like, it's not worth it to fix. Your vehicle is not worth the money that you're going to put into it. You'll never get it out. And it's been that way for a little while. But it's been a good vehicle. And I was like, okay. And he said, can I get you in touch with one of our sales agents here? And I said, yes. And lo and behold, they had a vehicle. We took it for a test drive. And today we said, we need to make sure it works for us and our dogs. And we took Bernoulli and Beaker and
to Toyota.
To Toyota today. Yeah. And they jumped right in and they got clicked in their harnesses, and it was a great time. But I was super proud of Bernoulli because we've been working on a little bit of stranger danger, and our sales associate loves dogs, and he was Bernoulli approved. Bernoulli was like, oh, you're nice. I like you.
He's like, I like you. No problem.
No problem. So that was a win. That was a win for us. And he was like in the car, and so it's different because it's quite a bit higher than the van, and he just launched himself into the back. Like, what? Amazing. We're going to get
like a step for the back though. Like you shouldn't let big dogs jump down that much. So we're going to get a step for Bernoulli and definitely for Bunsen. Anyways, keep going. But that kind of gives away the game in that we have to get a step for it.
Yeah.
But what's the end result of the story, Chris? You haven't actually said anything.
Well, I don't know. Is it a secret? It's not a secret. No. We've purchased this vehicle.
Yeah.
So Jason and I went in today, and we're like, well, we had gone in, and you saw the vehicle. We took it for a test drive last night. We put a deposit on it. We're like, yes, we're very interested in this vehicle. And we went in today, and I'm stunned, but we bought it.
Yeah, because we're so frugal. But you've driven that van for like 4 years past the time where we probably should have just looked past. Like every year the repairs were, getting more and more significant on it, but it's time. It's time, and you deserve a nice car, Chris. You've been it's going to be sad. Like you had said, you were very, very sad to see that van go because we have so many memories. Like it's a 20-year. We've had it for 20 years. Like we've
had it since Adam was a baby, right?
Since Adam was a baby. Yeah.
And I was reminiscing about hauling the tubas because Adam was in Red Deer Royals, and
we brought Callan home in that van.
Yeah, we brought Callan home in that van.
Yeah.
We picked up like Bernoulli in that van, and we picked up Bunsen in that van,
and Beaker and Bricks. Yeah.
And Bricks, like everything, every animal that we've ever had, and 2 tubas that were knocking around in the back there.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy. And so, I got a little teary-eyed.
It's a whole life. It's weird.
It's a whole life.
Yeah, and we drove that thing till literally the wheels fell off, because that's one of the repairs. The wheels will literally fall off of it. No,
it just has a bad wheel alignment, and one of the tires is rubbing really badly, and you can't just replace one tire. And oh my goodness!
But the photos everybody sees of us going to the mountains and driving to the west coast of Canada, we did that in that van. That van.
You drove through a forest fire in that van.
I drove through a literal forest fire in that van. Yeah. So the wonderful photos and videos and the memories that we get to share on social media, like they're made possible because of that beast of a van that just kept going. It kept going till it couldn't go no more. And now the Highlander steps up. So it's got big shoes to fill. I tell you that.
I tell you that I do.
Yeah.
Anyway, I shouldn't be emotional, but I just I love that vehicle. And like I didn't love it all the time that I drove it. I'm like, oh, this is kind of a big vehicle. Maybe I need to downsize, because eventually you don't need eight people in the van when you're, you know. But you need it for your science show.
It allows you to. Well, it allows us to store enormous amounts of stuff on trips. Like we could, and we can in the Highlander, bring the kayak and 2 paddle boards plus the dogs and still have room. Yeah. I should probably get Bernoulli down here. Hey, he's done his chew. I don't want him to bug the dogs. They're usually fine, but I don't want them to fight. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go bring Bernoulli downstairs. He's probably going to be a good. He'll be a good boy, but you never know. So 1 second. Yeah,
you just never know. So that was the exciting part of today. And you know, in with the old, out with the old and in with the new. And the financial advisor. So it's a whole process purchasing a vehicle. And he said you could sell it, and then someone who goes ice fishing might buy it. And I said, oh, and he said, yeah, because like they know that it's got 500,000 kilometers on it, and they won't care if they won't care if it goes into the lake, if it, you know, goes through the ice, because it's not really worth a lot. And I was like, whoa, that's weird.
All right, I got Bernoulli down here with me. He's working on another chew.
How'd you get him into another chew?
I have an emergency one down here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'd be a good boy, but the last thing we want is on Alive is to have the dogs lose their mind on each other if they decide to fight over a thing.
Well, because you know, it's a thing that dogs can be protective of what they're chewing.
Mm-hmm.
And so
we still have the van. No need to take any final photos yet. But yeah, like when we finally, I think though, you're gonna be so happy with the, you know, what did Bill, the sales guy, said? He's like, what extras are you looking for in a vehicle? And I said, Bill,
oh yeah, that was so funny.
And I said, Bill, do you know what the Sienna came with? And he's like, what? I said, radio and CD drive. It had a radio and you could put a CD in. That's what it came with.
Well, and the auxiliary cable.
Oh yeah, the auxiliary cable that fried the instant I used it.
Yeah, the 3.5 millimeters, like that. Oh my goodness, you could listen to your music from your phone on through the thing. Yeah. No, but it did come with that.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No.
All right, so that's enough about that.
Yeah, that's a big story. It's a short story long.
Cindy says, I thought it was the only one that was sad to say goodbye to a vehicle. No. I got a little teary-eyed. Like, you just think about, it's the same thing if you move from, and you know, you've been in a house for a long time. There's, I was not sad to move out of our trailer, though.
I was sad when the trailer went down the road.
No,
I was.
I did not care. Goodbye.
No, because the kids grew up in there, and like we had their growing on the wall, and I was like,
I was sad. That just reminded me of like poverty because we had no money when we lived in the trailer. We were like, we were young parents just scraping by every month in that thing. Anyways, that was a long time ago. Callan moved with us to this house, our new house, right? Yeah, she lived in she was alive when we moved here. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Yes. I have pictures of her like in when they were.
Yeah. Yeah, so but Callan was a little puppy when we were in the trailer. Yeah. Okay, my story of the week is just the fun of taking the dogs on a walk. So like it's just so joyful to see Bunsen spring about in the snow. And I think you guys have seen videos to that, you know, to that end. Very, very fun, very, very joyful. seeing him be a puppy again. So it's hard. He's not on. If you can see him on, if you're on our YouTube stream or the Twitter stream right now, but not on Instagram because it's like a portrait mode. But he's right to the right of Beaker. Anyways, and then it's been super fun taking Bricks because it's just like he's just a little cute guy just hanging out at my hip. Very very cute. You got to see him for the first time in the sling, right? Because I hauled him away today while you were at the home. Normally I take them and you don't see him in the sling.
Yeah, you brought him in the house and then Bernoulli ran away.
Well, yeah, Bernoulli, he had a problem with listening for a second.
Yeah.
He's been doing so good. Like he's been doing so good. But today he did come. But normally his recall should be 100%. So it's just we got to do some more fine tuning. The whistle works though, Marla. Marla's listening on X. That whistle training is so good.
And hustle.
Yeah. I always wonder what Bricks is thinking about when he looks around. He's just happy. He's happy to look around. People are asking where Bricks went. Is he still in the room with you?
Yeah, he's right down here on my lap.
Aw, there he is.
Yeah.
He's a sweetie.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. Is Bunsen on any supplements? Now, yes and no. So when we thought he had arthritis, we put him on a bunch of stuff. But it turned out it wasn't arthritis. It was a slipped disc in his neck. And we really haven't put him on any more stuff. He's just been eating normal food. Though he has been going to laser therapy, and maybe that's made a bit of a difference too. So it's hard to tell. Yeah, so that's a good question. Oh, if Bricks gets as big as some Maine Coons do, you'll need a baby carrier. Oh God. Maybe I'll just pull him in a sled. That's my story. Taking the pets out on winter walks. Excuse me. All right, should we open up the floor to stories if people want to come up and ask, share their story or ask questions?
Well, I was just going to go through the rest of the Twitter feed here.
Yep. Sure.
And were there any hairballs in the puke? Not that I noticed. And I cleaned it up and threw it down the toilet and flushed it, in case you were wondering. Paula wants to know what year the Highlander is. It's a 2024.
Yeah. So it's just about 2 years old.
Yeah. And Marla, Team Service Roddy, put a picture listening intently to Chris with 4 hearts. So that's super cute. Now, Steve said biggest problem is paying for feeding 2 huge burners, Beaker and Bricks. It's a lot. It's a lot of a food bill. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, my niece was wondering how much food we went through, and I told her, and she's like, "Oh, I think I'll stick with kibble." And Dawn says, "I expect to see a sticker on the back over the name Highlander that says there can only be one," which is super funny because I taught a student who does Highline dancing. And then she said that, and I'm like, "Oh, Highlander, there can only be one." And then she just was so weirded out. I'm like, "It's a commercial from like 1985."
No, it's a movie series.
Oh, a movie series, yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's a fisherman. There can only be one Highlander. It's from a commercial.
No, but they also made a whole movie about it with Sean Connery.
Yes.
He was the Highlander.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I know it from a commercial.
Oh, yeah. They're remaking it. I think Henry Cavill is going to be star in the new Highlander.
Nice.
Yes, he's a very attractive man. I'm sure it will do very well.
Yes.
He was so good as Geralt in the first 2 seasons of The Witcher.
Yes.
Season 2 wasn't as good as season 1, but man, he was such a good Geralt. TV series always, yeah, that's right. It was also a TV series. Yeah. Okay. If you're on X and you'd like to come up to ask a question or share a story, come on and grab the mic. Chris will bring you up. And if you have some more If you have some more questions, type them up and we'll answer them in between our community talking. You can also type up a pet story that you'd like us to share and we'll read that out. So Kathy's got one here, and as Chris is watching Twitter, so I'll read out Kathy's story. I have 2 Maine Coons and they are the most beautiful cats. Aw. Seeing Bricks makes me happy. Banjo and Oscar live to 12 and 16 respectfully. Now, Maine Coons are very pretty. Bricks has a bit of Maine Coon in him.
They prevent.
Yeah.
He's the bestest boy. We just love him. So when he does downtime, he comes and lays down on my neck at night, and he purrs, and I just love it.
Yeah.
He's just so
I
good.
thought he was shivering on the walk the first time in the sling because he was vibrating. Like I thought he was shivering, but he was purring. It was his purr. And because he's so tight in the sling, it vibrates right into my thigh. And I was like, oh God, he's so cold. But no, he wasn't cold at all. He was purring. He wasn't shivering. He was just very, very happy that he got to come on the walk. Well, okay, we got nobody coming up. That's okay. I saw Bark and Beyond for half a second on here, but they're gone now.
Yeah, I saw them right at the beginning too.
Mm-hmm. I haven't talked to them about any prizes, so we'll just leave that out. We can do our own thing today.
Yeah. Do you want to show Berkeley?
Not really, because he's in the room that we're using as a bedroom, and there's clothes, and there's clothes on the floor of yours. So
no, those are not my clothes. Those are your clothes.
Pretty sure they're your clothes. I don't think they'd fit me. I washed all my clothes today.
Did you? Good job.
Yeah, I gotta hang them up. I washed some of Gord's stuff too.
Nice.
Okay, Paula's coming up. So folks, we'll turn this over to Paula. She's speaking through audio on Twitter or X. Hello, Paula. Uh-oh. What's going on? Can you hear Paula, Chris?
I can't.
You might have to turn up your volume, Paula. Can you guys hear Paula, or is it just us? Thumbs up for you can hear Paula. Thumbs down. Oh. So Bianca can hear Paula. No, I'm sorry, Paula. I can't hear you at all. I can faintly hear you. That's it. Just very, very faintly. No. Is that a problem on my end? Let's try Susan. Susan, can you speak? Let's see if we can hear you. Go ahead, Susan. Can you hear Susan, Chris?
I see that it looks like her mic is off. When I turn up the phone that I have on mute, I can hear Paula. I can hear Paula.
Oh, you can? So it's just it's not working through StreamYard somehow. Okay, let's let Steve is coming up. Everybody's trying to talk and nobody, we can't hear them. Steve, go ahead. I can't hear Susan or Paula. Can we hear Steve? Hello?
Not through your soundboard.
No. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay, I've got a plan. Okay, so everybody on Twitter can hear people on Twitter, but everybody who's watching through live can't hear anything. So that's too bad.
Do you want me to put them up to the microphone?
Yeah, but you'll have to then somehow mute yourself or you're going to have an audio feedback issue. You know, I was wondering when this system would fail eventually because like Twitter is being held together by like rubber bands. So I'm just assuming sooner or later it was not going to work. Paula, try again. No, nothing. I can't hear anything. I am so sorry. I wonder. Wait. I got an idea. Okay, Paula, I've invited you to be a co-host. So let's try that. Let's see if you can speak as a co-host. Okay, we'll see if that fixes it. Go ahead, Paula. Are you speaking? Nope, that didn't fix anything. Oh no. I wonder if I've got some weird setting that's I've screwed up on, and I'm sorry about that, everybody.
Why does it work for me? Because I'm on StreamYard?
Yeah, it could be a StreamYard thing. Yeah, I would like to restart the thing, but then we're gonna lose we'll lose the space. So I'm not sure what the best course of action is. Normally it works pretty seamlessly, but today it's like not working at all.
Okay, so everybody can hear on Twitter, but they might not be able to hear elsewhere. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Paula, try and talk now. No, it's my phone. It's this phone. It's not I've unplugged the phone from all technology and I can't hear Paula or anybody. So it's the phone that's not working. So it's something's glitchy there.
Okay, do you want me to bring you this phone?
No.
And you can plug it in?
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the space on X, and then everybody can rejoin and see if that fixes the problem. So everybody who's watching live, don't worry about anything. This is going to affect you. So just hang on. I'm gonna end the space for everybody listening on X or Twitter, and then I'll restart a new one. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, we'll just wait for everybody to log in. All right, while we're waiting, we had Rosin Fur type up. Hello, I'm from Sydney, Australia. My first time posting. Be kind. We are melting in 30 to 40 degrees Celsius weather. I love the snow. I wish I lived there. I wanted to ask, what are moose legs and are they real? Why is it just the legs and where is the rest of the moose? It's hilarious, though a bit sad. It's hilarious, though a bit sad. So yeah, I can answer that. I'm gonna invite Paula up right now and we'll see what happens here. So let's try. Paula, I've invited you to speak, or you can invite yourself to speak, and then we'll try here. Invite to speak. All right. Hello, Paula.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, it works now.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay.
Oh, tech talk.
You bet. I'm gonna answer Rosin Fur's question,
Sure.
and then I'll get to you if that's okay.
No worries. Go right ahead.
So to answer your question, Rosin Fur, about the moose legs, they are absolutely real moose legs. And over the course of 2 years, Bunsen found 11 of them. 11 moose legs that were not attached to a moose. And why is it just the legs? We don't know. It was so bizarre. And then like the third time it was bizarre, and then it just became so hilarious and so weird that we just were along for the ride. Every time Bunsen pulled the moose leg out of the wild, it was just like so funny. So funny. And there's two, the most likely it's left over from a hunter that poached. You shouldn't do that, and we wouldn't want somebody to poach on our land, but they did probably. And then they just used like a saw to cut off the legs and then threw them away. Because some of the cuts were very, very clean, like not made by an animal. Though some of the other legs were not. So it's still a bit of a mystery. And would the dogs eat them if you let them? Yes. Bunsen would eat the legs if we didn't let him, and we took them away from him as soon as possible. So that is the moose leg story, to answer your question. Very weird, but hilarious. Okay, we'll go to Paula now. Go ahead, Paula. Thank you for being patient.
Oh, no worries. I just wanted to say congratulations on the new Highlander. You might have less people to put in, but you could always get another dog. You could name it Highlander. No. But anyway, no, great for you guys. That's awesome. New cars are just so much fun. So that's great. I wish you many happy miles in it and hope it runs well, because we had a truck. It was so old. I think it was like we kept joking it was going to college. I think it was an 86 pickup truck. It went through 2 engines, but it finally, one guy said, I think it's time to get rid of it because the chassis started cracking and it was going to be a Flintstone Flyer. And if anybody knows what that means, it's like your legs would break through and you'd start running a car. So it was kind of funny. But anyway, so I'm so glad to hear that. And hey, I got a little tip for you. If Brixie gets cold, I know he's in your sling, but they do have those warm crackers. You could always crack one, put it in your pocket. That's kind of close to him through your sweatshirt, and it might keep them warm, or ones that you could recharge, because those are kind of cool and they do keep your hands really nice and toasty. So if he's purring, he must be doing great. So I love to see the walks. So
yeah, one of my students who's a skier, he came and showed me the rechargeable hand warmers. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, you can get them. You can have them as one unit. They have them, they can like split because they're magnetized, and you can have like one in each pocket. But those are lifesavers. You can even get them for your toes, and they go over your socks and they keep you nice and warm. Because when I used to ski, I would put those on, or if I was, outside for a while, and they really do work, and they're a welcome thing. And they have ones too that if you crack them, I don't know what's inside of them. There's something that reacts with the piece of metal, like it looks like a penny, but you crack it and then you can boil it down and it gets flexible again, and you can crack it for another time. So they got all kinds out there. But anyway, I just like seeing that. You guys still really cold up there, or are you still?
It's beautiful. No,
Beautiful.
Eastern.
We got your cold.
Yeah, Eastern Canada and Eastern United States are going through it, and it has been gloriously beautiful like the last 2 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy, because we're like 2 and 8 here this morning. So that's Fahrenheit, but it's been pretty cold. But anyway, so I just want to say, love the videos and thanks for putting me up. But I just wanted to say congratulations, Mazel Tov, as they say, and happy rides in the car and all good times.
Thanks, Paula.
Thanks,
Yep,
Paula.
take care, everybody.
Take care.
Jason, did you hear? She was talking about heat in the click.
Yeah.
Like with the penny in there.
Yes, it's sodium thiosulfate, and that when you snap it, it creates a little bit of the penny sloughs off, or the metal sloughs off, and that's the nucleation point that causes the crystals to form. And that's highly exothermic. So I do that reaction with my students in chemistry 20.
And do you say it's heat in the click?
No, I don't say it's heat in the click.
Do you ever say that whenever I go to trade shows or things like that, that I always get sucked into heat in the click?
Yeah, I say everywhere we go, if we're at a Comic-Con and somebody's hawking a product and they have those people out there, you get sucked right in to whatever.
Right in.
ShamWow. Oh my God. We got to go to the ShamWow presentation.
Yep. Sucks to be you. Remember that guy?
He was funny though.
He was funny.
So just a couple stories people have posted, so we'll honor those and read them. Stephanie said we had to drive our dogs in 2 trucks at minus 60 Fahrenheit to a boarding kennel that was 20 miles away, 2 hands on either side of the steering wheel to make a turn, probably because your power steering was frozen. Solid ice fog, and inside of the windshield solidly iced up. Terrifying, but we made it. Wow, that is freezing cold. That is like minus 50 Celsius. So very, very cold. And Anne says, my cat Henry was to go to the vet for a checkup. He ran from me and wouldn't go in the carrier. I let it out for him to get used to. I had to cancel 2 appointments. Now he's sleeping in it.
What a stinker. Yeah.
Vicky says it's so cold here in Michigan. I don't know why we put ourselves through this every year. Probably because you don't have earthquakes. That's what we say in Alberta. We don't have earthquakes. We don't have hurricanes. That's why we live where we live. Minnesota doesn't have snow, but super cold. Yep, I did see that. Oh, and then somebody liked the bubble video. Thanks, Layla or Lala. Red Deer is way warmer than Illinois right now. Yeah, we have unseasonably warm weather right now. I can't remember the last January that was this warm, to be honest with you. We are usually right now that should be like minus 30, minus 40 for 2 weeks at a time. And then Chris is all grouchy.
Yeah, if someone said it's coming.
Okay. Somebody said they have the same Christmas burner statue as us. We still have our Christmas burner statue up. It's in the top left there. It's just so cute. We haven't put it away. Southeast US is experiencing a bomb cyclone. That is crazy. Cyclones aren't bad enough. You have to put bombs in them. What do they swirl in and then explode? That sounds like a weapon from a video game. Sorry, I shouldn't make light of that because it's probably pretty spooky. Somebody will correct me on the meteorological definition of a bomb cyclone.
So Jen in the chat on X said, guess who is the oldest in this photo I just took?
I don't know.
She has her sweet kitty, and someone else is just taking a rest.
Oh.
Probably the kitty is the oldest. In
Jen
kitty
is coming
years.
up. Jen is coming up to talk.
Yeah, thanks. I would like to see what you all think about that. It's very, very close. It's the 84, 85 age range. But I came up actually to ask you both about your high school teaching in science.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this isn't the focus of the chat, but I want to make a lab manual for special needs adults to do lab experiments. So I'd like to chat with you, I guess, offline about this.
Sure.
But I'm just so happy to see you both doing so much for your students.
Oh, thanks.
And I think there's a good opportunity to do some stuff with special needs adults. And anyway, I will look forward to seeing which person, because Miley is a person you all think is older.
Thanks. You'll have to put. Did you put it in the nest, Chris? This is a photo. Right?
It is a photo, but I'm having trouble on Twitter with putting things into the nest because I think it's just decided to be stupid.
Okay.
Twitter. Because
it
doesn't give me
I got it up there.
Oh, okay. So that must be my phone. Maybe I have to update.
Okay, and I'm gonna flip my phone around for the live people so they can also see the photo.
Yeah, good job.
Well, I hope it gives you all a laugh.
So who is older in this photo?
It's very close.
Okay.
So, all right, I'll sign up here.
Thanks, Jen. I just did a safety demo with my science kids. We talked about acids and wearing safety equipment, so things like PEPE. And so I put an egg in hydrochloric acid, and I also put it in vinegar to see the different rate of reaction. And then I put some hydrochloric acid in egg white to kind of show the denatured proteins that are in egg white and your eyes. Like please wear your goggles. Your goggles are not effective if they're on your forehead, because our students like to wear them on their forehead. They just go like this and they put them up on their forehead. And I said that they're not really doing their job there. And then I had some socks, and I used 18 mole sulfuric acid to eat holes in the socks. And I said we need to wear lab aprons, so at least we have a chance. And it was fun. They had a great time. And then we went over lab safety, and that's just something that we got to do. And like no horseplay in the lab, make sure your hair's tied back, all this stuff. And it was good.
I used to have a very sarcastic lab safety quiz I would give. Like, if you need to get a beaker, and if you have a beaker and another group needs the beaker, do you A, chuck the beaker to across the room, run the beaker like a football or whatever, right? Like it was clear there was one right answer. So
Yeah.
I did that with the grade 9s, the 9 honors kids, because they just love that kind of humor. They love the silliness. The grade 12s, they're like almost adults, or some of them are 18 and they just roll their eyes. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
not the right humor. I learned pretty quick that's not the humor that they get.
Yeah,
So.
because it's like, dude, you're just not funny.
Yeah,
But I
well,
think you're hilarious.
They're just tired, right? That's what I find with the grade 12s is they're just tired. Like they're just more jaded. They've seen things. They're almost done school. They're just like, oh, one more year and I'm out of this place.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the physical humor, right, works on younger students, right?
Yeah, it does.
So and it's amazing. You'll do something that is a hit and then it's not with the older kids.
Yeah.
So I hear that 100%.
Yeah, the older kids love my stories of where I get seriously hurt. Like that is their favorite thing. Like when I tell the story that I've been hit by a car twice while I've been on a bike, those stories just kill. They love that. They love those stories where something like something horrible has happened to me. That's what they love. So the seniors do, the old kids.
Yeah. Oh, but like something might work in like one block and then the next block is just not funny. And they're the same age of kids. So it just depends. Like
your mama joke that killed with the grade 9s this year. I'm going to use that every year. That killed.
Are you going to tell everybody what your mama joke is?
Right. So, when I do notes, like every day we write notes, like I'm a firm believer, the kids have to write things down. They have to then use those, whatever they write down, to process it. Like obviously if a kid has accommodations, they can do something else. But anyways, so kids are not super keen about writing notes sometimes, so they don't listen for the first little bit. And I was covering something which I thought was fascinating, which was the scale of size of different things in the universe. It's in the space unit in grade 9. And so I started like, basically the kids have to know in our curriculum, galaxies are the biggest, and then you have solar systems, and then you have stars, and then you have planets, and then you have moons. So generally it goes that way. Now, yeah, you can have some stars that are bigger than some solar systems, and you can have some moons that are bigger than some planets, whatever. So I was like, okay, guys, we're going to do some notes, and nobody was really listening. So I was like, okay, that's it. So I said, we're going to rank the biggest things. We're going to rank the biggest things in the universe. Now, the first one is your mama. And the second one, is galaxies. And I just went right into the second one. And a whole bunch of kids were like, what did he say? And then some kids didn't hear me say it, right? And the other kids were like, I think he said your mama. And then I was gaslighting them. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why would I? That is so rude. Why would I ever say that? I wrote down galaxy. The biggest thing in the universe is a galaxy. And then the kids were like, some of them were thinking like, maybe that's not what I heard. And it was just a little present to myself. But some kids laughed, and it was funny because I found it funny. So that's what I did. That's a long story to get to the joke.
No one's laughing. I don't any laughing emojis on Twitter.
Okay, again, like I don't know if people find it funny, but I found it hilarious. Yes,
Oh, no.
Go ahead, Jen.
What I found funny is your angst, because I've been there. So I was laughing at the angst of going through that. I have younger people working here with my kids, and I was asking what gets young people's attention, and the long story short was, is it a thing? And that's what seems to hit with the younger people. Okay. Is it a thing? And I went into that, and I was confused, but anyway. But on a positive note, cat videos, kitten videos, and dog posts are still all good with younger people.
Oh yeah,
so
they
you're
love
all
that.
Good.
Yeah,
you're all good. You're all good with this.
Oh, they were talking about Bernoulli's principle in the news. Somebody on Instagram said that's fun.
Oh, that's funny. Well, speaking of Bernoulli's principle, Valentine's Day is coming and we need some lift. And if you need some lift, well, we've got the Valentine's Day cards for you.
Okay. Thank you, Chris. For
Well,
are we in product hawking time here on the live show? Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
Okay, we can. All right. So, hey, did you know we have a store? We do. We have all awesome things on our store. So the one thing that I made, because some people said maybe people would like it, is Valentine's cards. They're printed home Valentine's cards. You know, maybe that product isn't. There's no other pictures for that. I'm not super thrilled with that. That's
Well, what
probably why
happened?
nobody's buying it.
You took a whole bunch of pictures.
Yeah, but it's that. There we go. So
There they are.
yeah, I don't know. I need, anyways. So we have, like, I'm sure everybody who's my age remembers getting Valentine's cards at school. You know, like you'd get them in, you'd be little cheesy Valentine's cards, and I always thought that was fun. And they were all very platonic, meaning they weren't romantic at all. It was like, hey, buddy, you know, just like something, or like there's an Optimus Prime one I got. I kept it for a whole year. A kid, one of my friends, gave me an Optimus Prime Valentine, and it was like he was giving finger guns, and it was like, you're Prime. And that's, you know, just like very platonic, non-romantic thing. So anyways, I made 32 of them. So they're on our website. You have to print them at home, obviously. I think they're $5 American for the file. So really cheap. There's 8 sassy ones. So 32 ones that are suitable for kids. And then if you want like some joke, I was having fun making them. So I made some sassy, more romantic, more sarcastic ones, like this one here of Beaker says, let's rearrange the periodic table so uranium and iodine are together. And that's U and I, right? The symbol for uranium and iodine. So anyways, they're whatever. I'm pretty proud of them, but they are silly. And also I made 4 Valentine's reactions. So they're great for kids. Like if you've got, you know, little kids, they're great for kids.
Yeah.
But that,
and I printed them. And
you
then,
did.
Yes, on cardstock. And
Yeah.
then cut to show people. And then you made a cute little video where you were giving Bernoulli a Valentine, and you gave Bunsen a Valentine, and Beaker a Valentine, and Bricks, and then one of them is chewed. So yeah.
Anyways, that's our that's one of our new products on our store. I also have made a bunch of posters, so I'll be talking about those in the newsletter tomorrow. I ordered a bunch of the posters just to see how nice they are. And they're fantastic quality, like fantastic quality. Yeah, so I've got a couple of them up in my classroom. Again, it's very niche. Like, I don't know what person would want a poster to hang in their house. If people still do that, if it's more of like a teenager thing to put a poster up in your room kind of thing. But anyways,
Adam has a bag that says golf.
I know.
What?
It's definitely more of a young person thing or a teacher putting in a classroom, but whatever. Like if people want it, it'll be on the store. Just silly. Yeah. Okay. That's about it for today. I think we should wrap up.
That's great. So we should do a prize.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do a prize. Postcard pack.
Yep, or a sticker pack, or whatever we can find in the room pack.
That's right. Scrounge in the room before the mail goes out tomorrow pack.
There you go.
All right. So if you want to be in the draw for the prize, make a comment so we know you're listening live. And you're not just a bot. So make a comment so we know that you're here. Bebop boop. I am not AI. I would put one in the pet food closet. Oh, okay. Yeah. There's places you could put a poster in the house. Yeah, drop a comment so you know you're there. Here, you're here. Drop a comment so I know you're here, and then you'll be in the draw. Because all I have is a number. This is like a rolling number. What is it? 600 people are watching on Twitter. I don't believe that for a minute. Thanks, Elon Musk. 12 are on YouTube, 20 are on Facebook, something like 30 some people were on Instagram, and then we got about 16 people on. Yeah, so we got about close to 60 or 70 people listening live. Gabby, I ordered text from Bunsen. Yeah, Gabby, I think yours. Oh, you're sending private chat to me. Oh, no, I don't know about that, Chris. If your order was from early in the week, we're sending it out today. So sorry, we only send out stuff once a week now because it goes through our, especially like to the States. It goes through Chit Chats, and that's our system that gets over the border really with really good reliability, and we don't want to have products get stuck at the border. So it goes out once a week. But it goes fast. Once it gets to Chit Chats, they do a really good job. Okay, total number is.
Oh, and Jen has her hand up. Go ahead, Jen.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Sorry, quick question. Do you still have the Morning Cat mugs?
On our store,
Oh,
they
something.
should be. We haven't taken them off unless there's an issue with getting mugs at the print on demand.
Okay, I'm so glad they're still there.
Morning Grump, is that what you're thinking? They're Morning Grump mugs?
Yes, those were amazing.
I think if you go into house stuff on our site and then click on drinkware, then we've got all of our different mugs there.
Okay, I'm sorry I haven't checked. I just wanted to know if they were still there.
I'm
So
looking
very
right
glad.
now. I think it's not. I think I've got to put it in that collection. But if you search for like Morning Grump, it must still be there. Yeah, it's still there. There's the Morning Grump. There's the Morning Grump coffee mug, t-shirt, stainless steel tumbler, and a cell phone thing. So yeah.
All good. I've had many requests for that mug. So
Oh.
thank you.
Okay, I'll make sure it's in the collection on our store. Okay, how many people are on X, Chris?
Oh yeah, so I can see that we have. No, it's not telling me. I'm sorry, Jason. 15, 17, 17 people.
So 28 and 17 is what? 55? 28 and 17?
28
45?
and 17.
Yeah, is what? 45? 45.
Are you adding it up?
I am not good at mental math right now. It's 45.
28, 38 plus 7.
It's 45. I know
45.
that. I'm just like second guessing myself. I sometimes do that when I'm teaching. There's some easy thing. It's like 6 plus 7. And I'm like, what is that
6,
again?
7.
Oh, stop. We're leaving that. No. You know what you get? No.
What?
No.
Womp womp?
Yeah, you get that. You get that sound effect. I'm all done with 6, 7.
Touche, Chris. That was great.
Okay, random number 25. I think somebody on Instagram has won.
Nice.
Yeah. I just got to scroll back up. It says 15.
And if you're watching live, Brooks just walked by.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Brew it. Okay, so it's funny. This person just joined and made a comment, so I don't know if they're still here. Bruins fan 4545. Bruins fan 4545. You have won the prize today. But you just signed in and said my timing is finally good to join. So Bruins fan 4545. Make a comment and then DM us, and then we can hook you up with the prize.
Yeah, we'll just need your address to send it to you.
Yes, there you go. Bruins fan 4545. Congratulations. Yeah, there's a little prize we'll send you. So you just got to DM us. We need your address. It's not like it's going into some AI database like Meta or something like that. RJ. I don't know about this. No, sorry, we don't know you, RJ, and you don't follow us. So maybe another time. All right, so there we go. Congratulations, Bruins fan 4545. Yeah, if you're somebody's like, you make mugs, yeah, we've got mugs. Check out our website. Okay, we'll do an end here, and then we'll see everybody next week. So thanks for coming to Pet Chat, everybody. It was a good time again, as always, a fun hour. Beaker is tuckered out. Beaker and Bunsen are tired from eating their chews, and Bernoulli's still working on another one right here. Any final words, Chris?
Thank you, everybody, for coming and sharing in our joy of our new vehicle. That's amazing. And then also just sharing your stories. I'm so glad we were able to get take two working with sound. I don't know what happened the first time. And yeah, it's been a great week. And thank you for all your thoughts and prayers about Ford and him getting better. He's still staying with us, and we have Doc. And it's been amazing having everybody here, all the fur babies and the human people. So it's been great. Thank you, everybody, and have a great week.
Okay, take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. It's very slimy and gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at really so happy.
He really was.
I made a thing. And he's like, I made a thing.
Look at that goober face. Look how goober he is.
I know. I see. Such a goober. He's like, that's mine.